Maria Theresienplatz is one of Vienna's central squares. In the middle of it, there's a monument to Maria Theresa herself, Austrian empress, state official, and reformer. She ruled in the Habsburg monarchy at the end of the 18th century.
During her times, current Ukrainian territories joined Austria-Hungary.
The monument to Maria Theresa was erected in 1888. It's 20 meters tall and weighs over 20 tons. It's a collective work of several sculptors, one of whom was Ukrainian.
These horses, which we can see at the foot, were made by Ukrainian sculptor Petro Wojtowicz. He was from Galicia, but lived and worked in Vienna at the time.
Alexandra Sayenko comes from the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv. She has been living in Austria for around 5 years. Over this time, she has discovered numerous details connecting the two countries. Not far from the Hofburg, the winter residence of the Royal Austrian Habsburg dynasty, is one of Vienna's most famous coffee shops, Cafe Central.
It's a landmark historic cafe. 100 years ago, aside from local Ukrainians, there were many political immigrants here. It was one of the traditional places of gathering for our political exiles. There were days when the Ukrainian language could be heard here more often than German.
Many of the world's historical figures used to come to the cafe. Among famous Ukrainians, Volodymyr Vinichenko, Yevhen Konovalets, Yevhen Shikolenko, and Dmitro Donsov. 150 years later, the cafe is just as popular. There's always a line of tourists at the entrance. This is Hotel Bristol. 100 years ago, the first diplomatic mission of the newly created Ukrainian state started its work here.
Now, thanks to this memorial plaque, the hotel's guests can learn about this historic event.
We're heading to the outskirts of Vienna, urban forest on the Leopoldsburg hill. Here, Vienna and the Danube River are in full view. Now, it's a favorite spot of the Austrian capital's residents. But almost 340 years ago, vicious battles took place here. Polish, Austrian, and German forces were fighting against the Ottoman army. Ukrainian Cossacks played a significant role in this battle.
In 1683, around 3,000 Ukrainian Cossacks took part in the decisive attack of the army of the Polish king Jan Sobieski.
This monument commemorates the Cossacks' triumph. It was set up in 2013 on the initiative of the Kiev City Council. Ukrainian politician Alexander Moro served as a patron.
Since 2015, the Ukrainian embassy and community have joined the initiative of the Polish community to celebrate the liberation of Vienna. Since then, they have been coming here together to lay flowers. Then they go to the Jan Sobieski Chapel, where mass celebrations are held.
Vienna and Kiev are sister cities. Common history has been uniting Austria and Ukraine for many centuries. 2019 has been named the bilateral cultural year of the two countries. Reported by Olha Volinets, Vienna, for UATV.